Not a lot of activity. What's going on? Hi everyone, my name is Mike Rennick. I'm the team lead, the senior broker of Team Rennick, part of that great Mangrove Realty Associates family. My guest today is Mr. Steve Reed.
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
Steve. Steve is the owner and publisher of both Longboat Key News and Sarasota City News. We're setting in my new play toy, my new baby, the 1993 Alante. I've got a backstory we'll tell another time. But Steve, we're sitting here at St. Regis, the old colony property, and I don't see a lot of work going on. What's happening?
Well, what you have is dirt is being moved around, but people over the last few weeks have called us at the newspaper and said, is that thing really happening? Is Chuck Whitall going to build this? And so I went to the source. I called Chuck this morning on my way to the video today to get the very latest. And here's what's going on. Chuck said his financing is complete and done. Recently, he got his bank loan. Everything is done on that end.
That's excellent news.
He's got a contract with Moss Construction. You can see contractors driving in right now. They're out there working. He said it will seem frustrating because they have to remove a lot of old infrastructure, which is boring. They have to grade the site. They have to install new underground utilities and drainage system. And he said it's going to seem slow, but it is absolutely underway. Sales are happening, and we will see vertical construction in the first quarter of next year.
So we talked about there's a 30-month timeline. That's still good to go. He's on schedule right now.
He's on schedule.
Okay. So we've been asked this question a lot because there's not a lot of activity that we can see with the naked eye here at the St. Regis site. So we want to bring it up to date, share with everyone that there is progress being made. It is on schedule. And I think, Steve, you and I need to make a promise to each other. We no longer will refer to this as the colony. It is now the St. Regis. Is that fair?
That is fair. That is fair. They've sold, I think about 65% of the units as St. Regis units. And the sign is St. Regis. What happened is we spent 10 years watching the colony fall apart, and we talked about lawsuits. We did the video of the collapsing colony. So in most people's mind, we still say, let's meet at the old colony. But that is changing quickly.
Yes.
And I guarantee once new things start coming out of the ground, well, then it truly is the St. Regis.
And our job is to keep everyone up to date so that they can see the progress. A lot of the folks that live on this island are what are referred to lovingly as snowbirds. They come down in the winter months. So they're not here year-round. So we'll use these videos to keep everyone up to date.
Yeah, and I think people need to have a little bit of faith in this process. They're used to everything sort of going wrong with the old colony and the way that it took forever for it to get redeveloped. But it is happening, and Chuck has spent a lot of money on this project. And I think if he says in the first quarter we're going to see vertical construction, let's come back out here when they're doing that and do an update. And if we don't see it, then we'll
find out.
We'll get the story.
All right, Steve, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. This is all about my promise to bring you the life on Florida's West Coast from the aspect of the folks that live here, play here, and work here. Take care, everyone.
Thanks.